Here.
Denise.
Here.
Angela.
Here.
Judy.
Here.
Mandy. Okay.
Okay. Start with our prayer, Councilman.
Let's pray. Gracious Father, we come once again just to say thank you. Thank you for letting us see another day. Thank you for looking over us as we laid in the world of darkness. And Lord, thank you for just enjoying your sunshine. Lord, here we are again, trying to conduct the town's business. Help us to make the wise decision that is pleasing to your sight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do I have a motion and a second to adopt our special call meeting agenda?
I'll make that motion.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. Mr. Schlegel?
I'm sure glad y'all adopted the agenda this time before the meeting actually started, but I want to know what the problem is. How long has it been going on? What department does it fall under? Who's responsible for the problem? The one who caused the problem, were they qualified? Who made the decision to hire these employees? Why do we need a firm like Castellano to do the work for employees who were supposed to do this work in the first place? What has this firm done in the past for our town? Castellano has associates that may affect their independency under the accounting ethical rules. If they find problems and they affect the mayor, will there be a cover-up job? Debbie, I'll give you a copy of this. Now, a local person had offered help but was turned down several months ago. This person spent a little time over here, never was compensated. But the slogan, let's support our town, and they didn't live up to the slogan, let's help the town, where the Shreveport get help. Last year, the town did not hire any extra help to get the records in shape for the audit. Is that a true statement?
No.
Thank you. Will any employee of the town be held accountable for malfeasance in office? The last bookkeeper was charged with malfeasance and only had a couple months with the town of Vivian. Did any of the council members ever see the employee's resume? Did this person cause all the problems? How much is this going to cost the taxpayers for Castellano? Is there a written contract that the public can see? Will the town clerk and interim tax collector be given assurance that the problems of yesterday would not be attributed to her? So those are my questions. I don't mind unless you have a copy of this, Debbie, so I like my comments to be included in the minutes. Thank you. And good luck.
Okay, we have the, oh, I'm sorry, anybody, I don't think anybody else has signed up. Anybody else want to come up and speak freely? Anybody got any compliments they'd like to? Okay. Well, we have, now the appointment of the interim town clerk as the interim tax collector. Okay, do I have a motion and a second that the Board of Aldermen will consider approving the mayor's recommendation to appoint the interim clerk, Debbie Williamson, as the interim tax collector?
I make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay, congratulations.
That was just an oversight when we appointed our clerk. She should have been tax collector, and I don't want someone to come back and say, well, tax sale went down right, or she didn't have the authority to sign some tax deeds. So, thank y'all.
Okay, then our second back here will be the engagement of Castellano and Associates. Do I have a motion and a second from the Board of Aldermen who will consider engaging Castellano and Associates for the purpose purpose of providing assistance so that the town's accounting records are ready for 2017-18 audit. Further authorizing Castellano and Associates to provide training and assistance to the town clerk and water clerks to ensure the town's current financial activity, including all receipts and disbursements, are properly coded and posted to the town's accounting records. Authorizing the mayor to sign and execute an engagement letter.
I have a few questions about this.
Okay?
What is the fee for Castellano and Associates?
I would imagine it's the same as it was when we engaged them last year.
I don't recall engaging them last year, so I have no clue, and we've not had financial statements, so I don't have a clue of that. So do we not know what their fee is gonna be?
No.
I mean, isn't that something that we should know before we agree to hire somebody? I mean, if they're charging us $1,000 an hour, are we just gonna hire them?
Well, I don't think they're going to, they don't realize or don't know what they're getting into yet. I was trying to get somebody to come up here and actually sit down with the one that sort of is the most qualified to have a financial discussion with them, but she's dodging school and going to school. And we felt that the timing wasn't right yesterday for them to come up. So once they do come up, before we enter into an agreement, I mean, I will find out the finances. We're not gonna get a CPA to come up. We're gonna get one of their associates to come up.
Can I say something too?
Sure.
You remember the last meeting we had, we agreed to engage Castellano and Associates, but the motion that was made by Denise was they do not become engaged until Cook and Morehart finished and completed their additional procedures, which they have been doing. I had spoken to Vicky on Monday, and she indicated, and I'm saying this kind of for the public, because I think I've told most of y'all, she was 95%, or their firm was 95% done. The only thing they did not have, there was a bank statement, it's a credit card statement that was coming due in August that just has not been received yet. As soon as she got that, she would be done and probably not have to come back up here. It would be in her stuff in her office, that she did not see a problem in going ahead and bringing Castellano and Associates in to start doing the necessary work that they're supposed to do. She further indicated that it was her recommendation to get them in here. She said specifically to me that Debbie and Kim are doing a good job doing what they can do, but they do need training and needs oversight to make sure that the financial activity, including the receipts and disbursements, are being properly coded and posted. And that was a little bit beyond the scope of what we voted on. And I did talk to Denise, I did talk to Judy, I talked to all y'all, and it was basically determined we better put it back on the agenda to have y'all vote on that. But she has been pretty adamant that someone needs to come up here, and you're probably not gonna get, it's gonna be really hard to get a CPA firm. They do have some history of coming up here working for us. You already voted on what they're gonna charge, you know, I can't give you that exact figure.
Well, I mean, my only thing is that, in which I shared this with you, and I've also shared this with Vicky, is that getting them in here to get us ready for the audit, I understand that. But under no circumstances do I agree with having them come in and do our books until January 1.
To be our bookkeeper.
Exactly. I mean, we should be actively searching for a bookkeeper. I've not seen an advertisement for a bookkeeper. I know that we've agreed to Gene Simpson, but we also said that we would be actively looking for a bookkeeper.
No, we
Would you
agreed
like
Gene
for me
Simpson.
to play that recording
We
back
agreed
for
to
you?
Gene Simpson per Cook and Morehart.
We did, but Vicky also said that we actively needed to be searching for a bookkeeper.
She said we need to go through Gene Simpson.
I can play the recording if you would like to hear it. You were sitting there during the meeting.
And we talked to.
I talked to
numerous
Vicky
times.
yesterday
Okay.
with Doug on the other line, and did she or did she not say that we needed to be advertising for a bookkeeper?
She did say we needed to actively be seeking for a bookkeeper. She also said, I think when you were on the phone, she said if you cannot get a good response from Gene Simpson, there was another
ZipRecruiter.
ZipRecruiter that they had actually gotten some fairly decent, fairly decent bookkeeping type of resumes that they had received, because they were actually trying to hire someone in their office, but said, I can't legally send you those bookkeepers, but here are
Right.
here's the ZipRecruiter, and I sent that information to you. I don't know if you got it, or if you had a chance, or anybody had a chance to do anything with ZipRecruiter. I think there's a fee for that, to sign up for that, but you may be able to get a little bit broader scope. Of course, she's always said that whoever y'all get, it would be a great idea for her to be able to peruse and review any of the resumes so that she can specifically say, yes, this person fits within the job that you need, or they do not. It's just like we got some, because, we did get some resumes from Gene Simpson, and when I looked at them, they didn't look that bad, but she was able to look at them and say, they don't have what you need.
If you let them spec of what we need.
We interviewed 3 out of 3.
Well, I mean, I just want it in the minutes that I am by no means agreeing for Castellano to come in and do our regular bookkeeping work, that we actively need to be looking for a bookkeeper. We cannot afford to pay, I'm sure, at least $100 an hour for Castellano and Associates to come. I mean, because our past bookkeepers, they've only made $11 an hour.
Just so you know, we call Gene Simpson every day.
And that's what Vicky said would need to be done, is that they would be consistently
We are doing
called.
that every day.
But I feel like we also need to advertise, and that's what Vicky had said. At the meeting that we were at, Judy, you were in there, she said that we still needed to advertise for a bookkeeper.
Okay, that's what we did last time when you got a little pushy down there about getting.
Well, you're the one that hired her.
Well, I know, because
I have a resume that was sent to me on my phone that I think that she would be fabulous.
I sat here.
But you
sat
refused
here.
her because she was wanting $45,000 a year. We've spent probably close to $100,000 a year
She
to
only
fix
wanted
this
to
mess.
work 20 hours a week.
So what?
And name her own hours.
So what? Castellano and Associates are going to be doing the exact same thing and charging us a whole lot more.
Would this be appropriate for me, the timing right now, to maybe make a suggestion about this committee?
Sure, if you want to.
I have a thought. Why don't we, the council, take 2 council members, and I think you and Judy have probably the most free time, and you take a concerned citizen, and you guys find us a bookkeeper.
But that's your job.
We're not gonna find a bookkeeper for $11 or $13.
That's fine. That's fine.
I mean, we're wasting our time.
I don't disagree with you.
I mean, even the ones that came up that you talked to, I mean, the what you were still offering them was not even what we agreed to. I mean, in that meeting, we said.
I wanted $16. I said, how about $13? And if you make it 30 days, we'll go up to what you need. Anytime anybody, if you guys want to sit in on any of these interviews, and I have interviewed them from Linden to Coshada, there is not an awful lot of people with the qualifications we need that want to come to Vivian.
Well, right now, I'm sure there's not anybody with qualifications that want to come to Vivian to fix the mess that we are in.
Well, I'm just saying we ought not to keep waiting and waiting. And
But we
waiting.
also should not keep waiting to advertise for a bookkeeper to see what we get.
Just
We're not going to
on
get
what I was
anything.
told by Vicky. Now, if I was told wrong, I could have sworn she told me probably 3 times in the last week to let Gene Simpson do it. If I'm wrong, we'll put it in the ZipRecruiter tomorrow morning. If that makes you happy.
I'll let you. I will make sure to send that to where the statement where she said for us to advertise for a bookkeeper You were sitting in there. That was one of those selective hearing things, I guess,
Could
that
be.
you have.
Could be.
She's basically what I've gotten out of her conversation was initially, hey, look, go to Gene Simpson, but as time has come along, she basically said, look, if we can't get some from Gene Simpson, we gotta get somebody. Y'all need to try ZipRecruiter. Ann has basically encouraged us to try to find a bookkeeper, be advertising or whatever,
Mhm.
because we, do need one.
Thank you.
Denise, if you want to, just a suggestion, I mean, you have a item that needs to be voted on. If you want to make a motion with the stipulation, kinda like you did, that hey, you agreed to hire them with the stipulation that they are not to be the bookkeeper till January, and we are to actively proceed with seeking a bookkeeper via Gene Simpson, ZipRecruiter,
Also advertisements.
then, that's your prerogative to do that.
Well, I will make the motion to engage Castellano and Associates. However, we will actively be searching for a bookkeeper through Gene Simpson. We need to advertise it on our website, our Facebook page, the Caddo Citizen, and that by no means is Castellano and Associates to be here until January 1 doing our everyday bookkeeping.
Are we gonna stipulate that this is a temporary bookkeeping job? Are we looking for temporary, or
I
are
think
we
we're looking for permanent.
I think from what Vicki has said, that you're actually looking for a permanent
Mhm.
bookkeeper, but you need someone to come up here like yesterday to start doing the bookkeeping. And it was her opinion that it would be a good fit if you could get somebody from Gene Simpson or something along those lines, because you have them able to come in, and if you don't like them after a week or two, you just simply,
Right.
hey, don't send that person back. But she has basically said that she felt that whoever the new mayor was, if you have a good bookkeeper, that they would most likely stay on. But, whoever the new mayor is, who he or she may be, they may wish to change that. They may wish to change the clerk, the city attorney, whoever, So we cannot tell we can't tell, what, the new mayor will do. But obviously, it's important, I'm being honest with you. I think you need to rely on your professionals. When you have a CPA like Vicki who's been up here, who has been actively involved in our books, I think that she has our best interest.
She does, and she said that she should have been, she even wanted to be included in the hiring process when the last one was hired, but that was not done, so.
May I say something?
Sure.
I have a recommendation, because I've hired a lot of people using this. There's a website called Indeed, INDEED.com.
That's what we used the last time.
Yeah.
We don't,
And you,
Yes,
and
we-
you can put out there what you want, and you can fine tune it. I've hired a lot of employees off of it.
well, that ZipRecruiter's kinda like that, and I think what Denise is saying, let's use ZipRecruiter, Indeed, the newspaper, whatever we can find.
Whatever means we need to get a bookkeeper
Okay.
that's qualified.
Okay, so let me get this straight, because it's pretty lengthy. Your motion is basically what we have written there, to engage Castellano Associates, et cetera, for the purposes of providing assistance to the town's county records, and to provide training and assistance to the town clerk and the water clerks, to ensure the current financial activity, including receipts and disbursements, are properly coded and posted to the town's and county records, and authorizing the mayor to sign and execute the engagement letter with the stipulation that the town continue to actively pursue a bookkeeper by any means possible, including Gene Simpson, ZipRecruiter, Indeed, advertising in the newspaper, is that pretty much covered?
Right.
So the motion's been made.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition? Okay, motion and a second to adjourn.
I make the motion.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Who made that last motion?
I did.
Raymond and Mandy. Mandy. Are we gonna have 10 million things?
You didn't see it.
I didn't see him.
Mr. Ewald?
Get somebody from Lindsay that used to work for heating and air conditioning firm. We're gonna get somebody to find out.
I got to go home and start painting. Y'all see me out here.
What we're gonna get.
I got work. I said, I got to go home and start painting.
Paint?
Yeah.
What are you painting?
My house.
Outside?
My house outside, yeah.
Play down there.
That's a job we did out.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
probably wait till it cool off a little bit before I can start thinking.
Up here, we're gonna volunteer to be part of this recruiting process. If they wanna do it, this is gonna be the third time I've done it. It's never good enough. I feed them, I bring them in and sit down and talk to every one of y'all for 5 hours, and it's never good enough.
Okay, just check or something, I got a photo of it.
Should be.